Hello everyone, and welcome to my corner of the world, and welcome to 2026. Here we are, January the 1st again already. I don't know where last year went, but hey, let's make the most of this year. So I am going to do my video today on using the calendars that I create every year. And so I recognize that not everybody would like to make a calendar, but they might like the idea of the actual design. And so this year I'm going to share a card with a video on creating a card from this piece. And so this is the actual piece that I have here, and I'm gonna start by putting it on a piece of background because it looks a weeny bit lost just being white. And so I'm choosing the colors, well I'm using rather the colors that I've used in the original calendar. So this is a dark blue here, and I'm using a dark blue there. So let's see, I think if memory serves, this is 3.5 by 2.5. So I'm going to give myself 1/4 of an inch border. So if I make this 2 3/4 and then cut off 3 3/4, that should give me a nice background there. So I am going to attach that now, and then I can look to see what my card space should look like. Right, whoa, nearly put that sticky side down. Right, let's get this out the way, and then we can look to see what we've got here. Right, so my stamp set that I used for this one is a Stampin' Up one. I think probably it's retired now, but this is the one I've used, and it had a coordinating die, which is what I used to cut out my snowflakes out of some glitter paper. So there's lots of lovely shine on this particular one, brightening up what can be long days, winter days. So there we've got that. Now I'm going to use the same color card as my base for my card, and I think I'm just going to do something really simple since it is January. We are just getting out from all the hustle and bustle of Christmas, and so I think I'm just going to make a 5.5 by 8.5, and I think I can get that from here. Let's see what we've got. Yes, we can do that. So let's just cut an 8.5 here. By 5.5. So this is just a scrap I had left over of 12 by 12, which is why it's kind of a curious shape. And we're going to score at 4.25. So real simple, easy card today that we can work on. So let's see, should we do it this way, or should I just do it like that? Okay, now it's looking a bit sort of dull to me, and so I'm going to do some tone-on-tone stamping, which basically means I'm going to use the same color ink as my card, and I'm just going to randomly stamp over here The technique is, well, it's very old technique, but sometimes I think we just forget some of the basics, and this is such a simple one to do. You see, that lifts the card beautifully. Now, I could have put another layer and maybe embossed it, but as I said, I want to just start nice and simple, and then we can start getting fancy maybe as the year goes on. So I think that's what we're going to do there. Now, the idea of these cards is that I try and use as much of the same materials and that we used on the calendar, but sometimes we'd sort of bring in a little bit extra, like this piece of card, and maybe a ribbon or two. I think we need to put an inside piece. So let's see, I think I might have one cut, but that's a bit big. And that's a bit big. So let's just trim that down a snodge and see what we get. So that needs to be about 5 1/4, I think. And I think that should be about right. Yes. So we'll just decorate that a little bit. Just, you know, just because we can and we love it. And I'm also going to do an envelope, just so it's ready to mail out if I want to send it to somebody to wish them. Because we do have friends, some of us that don't necessarily celebrate Christmas, but you might want to just send them a New Year's card, just at least to know that, let them know that, you know, they're in your thoughts. So this is a good way of doing that. Now, if you had somebody that had a January birthday, instead of putting Happy New Year, you could put a birthday wish on this. So I think I'm going to do it that way. This is popping up. It needs to have some, I can't find my bone folder, so I'm just going to use this. It needs to have a bit of a burnish there. Oh, that's better. It's holding it down a bit more. So I'm still messing around, aren't I, trying to decide what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to set that aside for a minute, and we need to do something about our greeting. So let's get a piece. I've got a scrap here. This is my greeting, and it's from this stamp set, which is one I bought here in the UK. John next door. Never heard of him before we moved back here, but now I think I've got a couple of his sets. And I particularly like this one because it's got some nice greetings in a lovely font. And if you followed me, you know I do like fonts. Right, so let's try and make sure I don't get my head in it. There, so we got our Happy New Year. I'm going to put this to one side so I don't get covered in ink, which would not be the first time. I'm going to give this a little trim. There, so we've got that. And I'm going to give it a trim, a layer on this to give it a bit more pop. So what did I actually finally trim that at? Ooh, 5/8. So if I do 5/8, if I do 3/4, maybe that will give me a nice border. Yes, it does. Now, I'm getting a bit fuzzy on the old cutting tool, And I think it's probably because I've got some fibre in here. So if you're having a similar problem, it's not necessarily that your blade is blunt. It means that you've got some fibres in your cutting groove and it's stopping a clean cut. So there's an added tip that we weren't expecting to share today. Okay, that might give me a better cut. Okay, right, so let's get this stuck down, and then we'll be able to see what we are left with. Happy New Year. I can't believe we're back into January again already. I mean, what happened? Oof. So I'm just going to trim this bit there. That gives me a nice, so now I've got my sort of elements. I could do it this way and maybe put that like that. That's nice, because down here it look a bit lost. So actually I quite like that. But we could do it the same and have it the same orientation. Happy New Year. All right. Let's commit. So we're going to get this stuck down, and so I am going to be doing this every month for 2026 for the calendar, and I will share it on hopefully the 1st of the month, but it might just creep to the 2nd of the month. And there's lots of ideas that you could use for cards, and I'm sure that even though you might not have the supplies that I have, it'll kind of give you an idea of how to create something that you know, with supplies that you might have. So I'm going to stick that down there. Now then, we're going to put a couple of these really close into the corners like that. Oops, it's a bit of a, and then I'm going to add a tiny bit of adhesive, liquid adhesive, at the top, like that. And then the pads will sort of line up with the piece here. And then that will be level. So what do we think to that? Now that is using literally just the card supplies. Now we could add some, I haven't got any more of those little sequins left, but we could have had some that. But what I can do is see if I've got something else that would, yes. So these are just some bits that I have in my stash that we can use, and I'm sure that you will have something too. So that'll do. That'll be 3. So there we have our card created from an idea from the January calendar. Well, I really do hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, perhaps you'll go ahead, give me a thumbs up. I've certainly enjoyed sharing it with you, and I look forward to sharing February's one with you in a few weeks. So thank you very much indeed for choosing to spend some time with me, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye for now.